Welcome everyone, it's me, Wildest Gameplay, and oh my days, what a big game tomorrow. Real Madrid versus Manchester United at the Bernabeu, and for goodness sakes it's going to be so sick. Jose Mourinho says everyone will be watching the game, the whole entire world, and I agree, because it's not something you really want to miss. United have only played Real Madrid once in the last very long time. A really long time. I can't even think how long ago it was. But it's such a long time ago that everyone been waiting for this for a long time. Both sides have been. Not to mention the amazing talent on show from both sides. It is just genuinely ridiculous. At Manchester United side, you have Van Persie, Rooney, Vidic. On Real Madrid side, you've got Ronaldo, Benzema, Ozil, Alonso, Pepe, Casillas, and then you've got the managers, Mourinho, Alex Ferguson. So it genuinely is a great game, and everyone cannot wait for it. Madrid had already beaten Manchester City, who were a really good team in the Champions League, but there's something a lot different about Manchester United as a Champions League team compared to what Manchester City were. A lot of people and a lot of pundits have been saying it's either going to be between Ronaldo and Van Persie who decide the game. That makes sense to me. Ronaldo, ridiculous amounts of goals scored. Like, he's played like 170 games for Madrid and scored like 184 goals. So his goal scoring record is genuinely ridiculous. Van Persie's is very good as well. In a different league, he has a lot of goals, and in thereabouts the same amount of games, and it's been really important to Man United this year. Madrid are top of the league. No, Madrid aren't top of the league. Madrid are third. They're 16 points behind Barcelona. That's unheard of. 16 points. Whereas United are top of their league against Manchester City. I think the gap's like 9 to 12 points or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. So they're having very different seasons. Madrid are chasing the league by a lot, and the United are casually strolling it, in my opinion. So Champions League is definitely something they both want to win for different reasons. First of all, it's a two-leg competition, so one game will not decide it. Even though if it was knockout, it would be so crazy, so crazy. Two legs gives both teams a chance to come back, and obviously away goals and all that difficult European League stuff. But in the back of my head, I keep thinking, is Ronaldo actually going to do anything? Because he could easily have a quiet game. Easily. I mean, obviously he's had ridiculous form. He's always scoring goals. Pretty much every single Manchester United and Real Madrid fan is on his dick hard. They ain't got a bad word to say about him. But I remember there was times when I used to watch him play for United. Granted, it was about 2-3 years ago, where he would be very quiet against a really big team. He might score a goal, he might get an assist, but it could be muted against, like, for instance, Chelsea or against Liverpool. He would have muted games. Obviously, in other games, he would play very well, but he's not invulnerable. Van Persie, on the other hand, seems to be very consistent, scoring all the time and winning games for United. Obviously Ronaldo wins games for Real Madrid, but Van Persie has just been a driving force this season for United, last season for Arsenal, and so I think his contribution is not to be underestimated. And I struggle to weigh up the two players, because people seem to put Ronaldo on a pedestal. He's way out of this galaxy, whereas I don't know, if Van Persie was playing for Real Madrid, perhaps he could do similar things. Perhaps. Who's to say? Because whilst Ronaldo's amazing form has come, it is amazing, and he scores so many goals. I think mainly it's to do with him being in that league. Because I don't care what anyone says, it's too one-sided. 2 to 3 teams dominate the entire rest of the league. The games aren't even close. The scorelines are never close. City, who were amazing last year, still struggle against teams in the Premier League. And if Madrid and Barca were in Premier League, they probably would still get results. They probably would still be thereabout the top. but they wouldn't be getting these ridiculous 6-1 games every game like it is, like you just constantly hear. Oh, Barcelona won 6-1. Oh, fair enough. You know, expected. It's all that shit. It doesn't make any sense. Whereas if Barcelona played Stoke, they'd get raped. They'd get raped if Barcelona played Stoke at the Britannia Stadium, because the pitch is small and Stoke are giants. So you can't really match them up like that. But I'm looking forward to it. Probably won't do a review game. I might do a review game if it's that crazy. But just keep an eye out on the two big players, and don't get your hopes up too much, because it could easily be a 1-0 as well as a 4-4 crazy stunning performance. So stay tuned for some more. Subscribe if you're interested in football. I'm always happy to hear what people are saying, so don't be afraid about that. Okay, it's been me, Wildest Gameplay, and I am gone.